How would an interstellar civilization set out to explore its neighboring star systems? It might establish staging posts, colonies, on planets of nearby stars. But this would take time. Time to find and modify favorable planets, time to build new spacecraft. Eventually, later generations of explorers would set out, wending their way among the worlds, creating an interstellar nervous system, binding up the stars. Perhaps they would come upon another expanding civilization and encounter beings previously known only from their radio transmissions. Star wars are unlikely. One civilization almost certainly would be far more advanced than the other. It would be no contest. Perhaps they would cooperate, exploring together a small province of the Milky Way. But even nearby civilizations could spend millions of years roving between the stars without ever stumbling upon our obscure solar system. In a galaxy of 400 billion suns, perhaps no one has found us just yet. But advanced interstellar civilizations would know about many worlds, some inhabited, some barren. Perhaps they would share their findings, assembling some vast repository of the knowledge of countless worlds. They might compile an Encyclopedia Galactica. Suppose we could browse through that encyclopedia. We would choose some nearby province of the galaxy, a region that's fairly well explored, and then slowly leaf through the worlds. The young Champollion was inspired by reading Fourier's description of Egypt. Imagine the impact on us if we could study a rich compilation of not merely one world, but billions. Just possibly, not too far from our solar system, we might find a planet with a technical civilization only a little more advanced than we. Let's look them up in the Galactic Encyclopedia. What would a civilization far more advanced than ours be up to? Elsewhere, there may be engineering on a scale that dwarfs our proudest achievements. There may be cultures that disassemble other planets in their system and reassemble them around their world to make a ring or a shell with their planet inside. Imagine the energy crisis of a really advanced planetary civilization. They've used up all their fuels, they depend on solar power, but their growth is still severely limited by the energy available. An enormous amount of energy is generated by the local star, but most of the star's light doesn't fall on their planet. So perhaps they would build a shell to surround their star and harvest every photon of sunlight. Such beings, such civilizations, would bear little resemblance to anything we know. Perhaps someday there will be an entry in the Encyclopedia Galactica for our planet. Or perhaps even now there exists somewhere a planetary dossier garnered from our television broadcasts or from some discrete survey mission. They might summon up the index of blue worlds in our province of the Milky Way until they came to the listing for Earth. What would they know about us? What would they think of us? We have always watched the stars and mused about whether there are other beings who think and wonder. In a cosmic setting vast and old beyond ordinary human understanding, we are a little lonely. In the deepest sense, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence is a search for who we are.